Well, it's another day in the neighborhood. Today I want to talk about something that's really unique in the fire service, and that's the Vajen-Bader Smoke Mask. And this thing was invented, as you can see here, this was invented in about 1898. We actually have a thing on the side that says it has patents for 1898 to 1990. And they were used, the first ever smoke device that we had in the fire service. And it was pretty popular. It was made up in Indiana, and they made thousands of them. They were all over the world at one time. They were in Germany and Dublin, Ireland, and London, England had a bunch of them. And basically the way it functioned was pretty simple. This part of it didn't actually come down on the head. The shoulders were what held the mask up, so it was very comfortable to wear. Inside of this is a wool lining. And that wool lining was designed to protect any smoke from coming up. Now, to keep the smoke from coming up, this has a device on the back of it. Let's see if I can turn it around here without messing everything up. It has a tank on the back. And this was carried in a box on either a ladder truck or a chemical engine, horse-drawn. And it has a device here where you could actually hook the air right into a spot here and open this valve. There was another crepper on it. And then this air pump was kept in the fire truck, and it was they actually pumped it up. They hooked this up into this part right here and pumped it up to 125 psi. And when it got up there, they turned the valve off so they could take this off. And then now this tank, which was equal to maybe 1.5 quarts of space, had 125 pounds of air. Now, it wasn't filtered air, it was whatever happened to be where they were cranking it up at. And then around in the very back here, let me get this around here for you. There's another valve right here. And there's two leather straps around this, and the two leather straps actually went underneath the arms and held the helmet on the head. When you opened up this valve here, it allowed the air to come up to the top and formed what we now call in the fire service positive pressure in our breathing apparatus. And it kept any smoke out by holding it, by keeping the pressure coming down and keeping it out around the elbow, around the shoulders here. And again, it had this wool lining on the inside, and it was an insulator for anything coming up from the inside of it. And believe it or not, this lasted for half an hour. We sometimes have a hard time having our breathing apparatus today lasting half an hour unless you have a 45-minute pack. Now, around here on the front, let's go with the ears first. But these two things here, and I've had this mask on. I want to see what it was like to wear it. And believe it or not, the eyepieces, which I'll show you in a second, gave quite a bit of visual acuity. I could see a lot of things from outside of this mask. But what was really wild were these two little things that went on each side here. And inside of that, there was some material called isinglass. And isinglass was a heat-performing glass. It kept out a lot of heat. But it also, for some reason, it elevated the sounds on the outside. So I'm kind of hard of hearing, being an old guy and being an old fireman. And I put this on, and it actually improves my hearing. So it's a little hard to wear this around the house, so they get upset with you when you walk in with that on. And then around in the front here, we have a couple of things. First of all, this has a device on it in the front here that you turn, and there's a little foam in there. And as these windows start to fog up, there's two windows in here. As they start to fog up, you would turn this around, and that would wipe the fog off the inside from any heat your body had, or heat from the outside, or moisture from the inside. And then down here on the bottom was I can never get it to work in, but there was a whistle. And this whistle, you would pump signals in, like 1 was, I'm okay, 2 was, I'm moving ahead, and 3 was, you better come get me because I'm in trouble. The helmet actually was designed to take him for anything that happened to come down off the ceiling or whatever. It was the same kind of thickness that a regular leather fire helmet was. This one, I honest to God don't think it was ever used in a fire. We have the box it came in, and the box was carried on the fire apparatus. Again, as I said, probably a old horse-drawn ladder truck or a horse-drawn chemical engine. And it's just clean as can be on the inside. Several years ago, a company made this guy. Anyhow, it's got everything on it that this one has. It's got the straps, which were supposed to be put up under the arms here. And it has Vajen-Bader Marauder is what it was called. It's got the little belt piece here and got the 2 eyepieces and the 2 earpieces. It's kind of a neat little model. We keep it in the showcase with this so people can see what it actually looked like when it was on. I guess it would scare the dickens out of anybody if they were in a fire and all of a sudden this thing showed up at the front door and came out of the smoke. But it was an innovation that really worked, and as I said, it was used all over the world. Even Japan had them. And Baden worked for quite a while as Vajen-Bader, and then they Vajen bought out Bader, and it just became a Vajen smoke mask. But if you got any questions about this, email us or text us or whatever you like to do. It's been a good day. You folks have a good day too.